Hey guys, and happy Halloween! So we get to dress up today for work, and I thought I would show you guys what I'm planning on wearing and maybe take you through my makeup routine to show you what I'm planning on going as. So I have decided to go as a Ravenclaw, a Harry Potter student. So I have my vest. I have my shirt, which kind of looks like just the button down white shirt, and you can't really see them, but um, I've got blue colored pants on. So, kind of Ravenclaw colors. And I just found this downstairs. And it's got blue and bronze. So I figured that would work for like a scarf. I know it's not the traditional Harry Potter type scarf, but, I didn't really have time to go. Well, and here's the problem. When you work until 9 o'clock, past 9 o'clock at night, every night, and you drive by, and there are a few times, because there's Party City right on my way home from work, but the problem is, I don't, it's like I drive by there, and the lights are on, but there was, no activity, and so I wasn't sure if they were open or not. And so, now they're probably open late today, but I got a lot of stuff that was the colors, the Harry Potter colors. And I made my nails. You can see, I didn't really do such a good job, but I got a couple of those nail art pens, and I did my best to, paint, a certain thing to put the bronze on. So it looked kind of like a French manicure. Again, not the best at it, but whatever, it'll work. So the first thing we want to do is put on our foundation. I use the Mineral Powder Foundation, Ready Set Gorgeous by CoverGirl. And the shade is, I forget what the shade is, but it's listed by numbers, so it's 205 light medium. I used to wear just totally the lightest shade, ivory or whatever, but I don't know if it's just as I got older or whatever, but it's that shade just makes me look washed out. So, oh, and you guys probably can't see this, but off to the side I've got my mirror. I've got my little, and yes, I bought most of the stuff at work. Oh, that's another thing. It's it's kind of fun because I have, I have access to all this stuff, and it's I can buy. I've actually got a little tray over here on my vanity that has all different kinds of makeup and nail polish and stuff. And Mom gave me a hard time about it yesterday because she was like, "Oh, you're not gonna do all that stuff when you go to England." And I'm like, "Mom, I may not be going to England for a while. This isn't like when I thought I would be able to go over there for 6 months and just visit or whatever, And I'm gonna, I probably would have bought stuff over there anyway. Oh, and And this is also CoverGirl. This is just their general cover stick concealer. I always have problems with these kinds though, because the top part always breaks off, so. But I don't really like the more wet versions, the ones with the thing and like the plastic tube and the see-through, and you kind of have to dab the sponge in there. And I like this, but it's just it gets a little oh, what's the word? Gets a little messy. But it does, as far as I'm concerned, does a pretty good job of getting everything concealed, especially the dark eyeshadows and stuff like that. Especially the dark shadows under my eyes, which I've been having issues with again. I've been having issues with not sleeping well, and I somehow hurt my knee. Well, what I think happened is I had this new pair of shoes that my mom bought for me, and for some reason I'd been wearing them at work, and for some reason they just don't go well with the hard tile floors I have to stand and walk on all day. Plus, I mean, my job is pretty active, so it's like I'm usually roaming around. I'm usually running up and down, bending up and down, sitting on the floor, getting up off the floor, and all that. And I think between all that and just wearing the shoes that weren't the best for the floor, I think I hurt my knee. So I've got a brace on my knee, so hopefully that'll help prevent any. So, oh, now this one's Maybelline. This is the Fit Me. This is a blush, and it is, what's the shade? Medium pink. So that one, again, it's like the foundation. I find that I have to go like a slightly darker shade because because otherwise it's just like washed out. And I know I'm looking washed out on this screen, but that's because I think because my window is open. Let me see if I can. Hang on. Ugh. There. We'll see if that helps a little bit. Sometimes oh yeah, that helps a lot if I close my window, because the sun shines right in there and it always seems to wake me up in the morning. Let's see. So the next thing we've got, I got two different kinds of eyeshadow. I've got the Revlon Photo Ready in Avant Garde, and that one is the blues and silvers and stuff. I figure I could use that for dressing up as Elsa too. And then I've got this one, which is, I'm not sure how you say it, BOE Beauty. And this one's a creamy shimmer eyeshadow, and this one's in the bronze. So I figure that'll work too. And I can put, hang on. So we'll use this. And yeah, I know that a lot of these blues aren't going to match exactly, but you know, it's okay. Cause, well, for one thing, I can kind of smear it so that it's not, just blue on my face. Uh, well, and I bought an actual pencil eyeliner, but I think I like just doing this. I think I like just putting the eyeshadow underneath because it's more soft. It's less. Here's a line of blue, and it's a lot easier to just kind of, rub it in or smudge it or whatever. And so we've got that. And now we're going to put on, and this stuff, little goes a long way. I had it the other day when I tried it, it was like all over. So I'm going to try and get just a little dab. Just a little dab of it. And then rub it on. I don't know what you call this part, but not the eyelid, but the part that's up by the brow. And another little dab. And then we go like that. And see what I mean by little goes a long way? So that'll work. And so there's my eyes. And then for the eyeshadow, I've got two different kinds of mascara. For two different kinds of mascara, I've got Lash Blast Volume, which is from CoverGirl, which I like because it's brownish black. I like the color, but I don't necessarily like how it goes on because it doesn't really go on. It doesn't really separate the lashes. So I'm going with my old familiar favorite, Maybelline Great Lash. It's it's the mascara that's been around for a really long time, and yet it's a lot of fun. It's very good, and if you look at the brush, it's very good at it's very, very good at removing, at separating the lashes. So that you're not, I mean, the CoverGirl doesn't clump or anything, but at the same time, yeah. It's like, I think one just works a heck of a lot better for like separating your lashes and all that. Anyway, so that is my Ravenclaw makeup. And, I know there are some makeup tutorials and, some beauty experts, whatever, who say, well, don't wear the same color eyeshadow that your eyes are. But what I like about this is that the shade that I'm using is a little bit darker than my normal eye color, so it kind of brings it out a little bit. And I like it. I'm not 100% of what I'm going to wear on my lips, because I have a couple lip glosses I can wear. I have my lavender Star Wars lipstick I could wear. So I'm not really sure. I don't really have anything blue or bronzy. But I think I showed you guys this before, but I went ahead and cut off some of the tinsel, and so apparently you just, I'm not entirely sure how you do this, but apparently you just pop, I don't know. Apparently you're just supposed to be able to just pop this out and then clip it into your hair. And so I figure with both of these, you know, if I clip these in my hair somehow, I'll look like, you know how when you're in high school and, you know, you have like a big game or something. Well, Harry Potter has Quidditch, so I can see, you know, all the houses dressing up as they're in their house colors and being all, you know, representing their, you know, school spirit and house spirit and everything. So I figured that I still gotta do my hair, so I gotta kind of curl it a little bit, curl the ends under mainly. And like I said, put on some sort of lipstick, and but so I'll be carrying this around with me today. This will be my wand, and I don't have the other thing that I have to do before I take off today is because Ravenclaw has like their little crest, just like Hufflepuff and Slytherin and Gryffindor. Well, so my smock that I wear for work is black, like the Harry Potter robes. Like the robes that they wear. And so, if I put this on, probably button it up at least part way, so, and then you see where it has the little W on it. I figure if I put the badge there, I'll probably just have to hand draw it. And it won't look fancy or anything, but then again, it doesn't really have to look fancy. I mean, I haven't really spent much money on this costume, which is kind of fun. You know, it's kind of a do-it-yourself, you know, if you guys want to do, you know, if you guys are like, oh my gosh, it's the Halloween and I don't have I don't have any idea what I'm going to wear. You know, if you have like, even if it's like a painter's smock, you know, or something like that, or even like a black jacket that, you know, looks reasonably like the Harry Potter robes, you know, the Hogwarts robes, you could wear something like that. And just what I'm planning on doing is, I have a post-it note over here somewhere. What I'm planning on doing is just drawing the Ravenclaw crest and pinning it or taping it to where the W is on my smock, and then, you know, wave my wand in the air, go around casting spells and all that stuff, and that's it, and have the colors in my, the blue and the bronze in my hair. I mean, although technically it's gold, but whatever, it'll work. And so yeah, so I think that'll be fun. As far as the nail art pens, they work pretty well. I'll have to keep practicing with them to get to the point where I'm a little bit more used to them. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I used both. I had a little gold one, and then the pen, the actual blue pen. So I think they both worked fairly well. Anyway, so that's my costume. I got finished getting ready. I was kind of hoping to find like a tie, but the hard part is that my dad, he works part-time, but I haven't seen him wear a tie in like ages, so I don't even think he has any right now. But I figure the scarf will work, because I could like put it on, and it's one of those, I think, that ladies use, I could like put it on and it's cozy, and I figured it'll work. So yeah, so that's my costume. That's my costume idea that I'm going for today, and I'm going to be a Ravenclaw student. I'm not going to be anybody in particular. I'm not going to be like Luna Lovegood or Cho Chang or anything like that, because I don't know. Harry Potter, I like Harry Potter in the Harry Potter movies, but I don't know. He's not really my favorite character. But, that's a whole nother video. But anyway, so I figure this will work. And kind of related news, I am wanting to work on, I'm getting ideas for a story that I want to write about two characters. They're in the Harry Potter world, but I kind of have a feeling that they're not going to be set in the same time as Harry Potter. So they're either going to be like before that time or probably after that time. It'll probably be like they probably won't be any like descendants of the original characters or whatever. It'll just be kind of, people who, as up till now, their stories have been untold. So, oh, and that reminds me, I have not yet watched the latest Heroes Reborn episode, and I still have not watched Supergirl. I have to watch that. Nice thing is I have tomorrow off, so today'll be fun. I'm hoping I get to, be all dressed up and be in character and stuff and be like, I didn't think of a name for my character though, for my name, and so the basic premise of the story is, because Keith and I, we both love Harry Potter. We both love the Harry Potter stories and everything. And Keith's house is Slytherin and my house is Ravenclaw. So we're currently batting ideas back and forth as far as well, how would a Ravenclaw girl and a Slytherin boy meet, and how would they start interacting with each other and stuff. And I think it'd be kind of cool, because, I don't know, from what I remember about the Harry Potter movies, and keep in mind, it's been at least a couple years since I've watched one, any of them, but always seemed like the romance was almost like a distraction from like the act, it was like the story was Harry Potter finds out he's a wizard, he goes to Hogwarts, and then he finds out about, the main story is he's destined for the showdown with Voldemort at some point. And then it's like, I like the friendship stuff. I like the stuff with Draco. I like, all that. But then there's when they focus on the romance between the characters, it just seems like they're just forcing it on us almost. It's just kind of like, it doesn't feel like it's natural. It doesn't feel like it's a natural part of the, especially with Harry. There's been times, that I've watched the movies, and keep in mind, I haven't watched all of the movies yet, but I've watched most of them, and from what I remember, I don't remember it naturally progressing to, him and Cho Chang, or him and, I'd say the most natural one was him and Ginny Weasley, because he spent an awful lot of time over at Ron's house, so Ginny would develop a crush on him. And then later, when he saves her from being influenced by Tom Riddle, and he's basically like, and he saves her and all that. That's kind of a basis for a relationship. But it was like Cho Chang, and I can't remember who the other one was now, who the other main girl was that he ended up with briefly. But it was just like, here's this girl, here's Harry and the girl, and now they're broken up for some reason. And it's just like, okay, can we get back to this being story now? And it's like, I liked the Ron, Harry, Hermione, gang, not gang, but I liked their little group, and the fact that they got into trouble, but they also did really good things to help out and to save the day and all that, and I really liked that. And I think one of the saddest scenes, but also one of the most satisfying scenes, was I can't remember if it was the first part of the last movie or the second part of the last movie, but it was where the three of them were all together out in the woods, and they were actively hunting down the Horcruxes. But it was like, it wasn't just, oh, everything's fine, we just got band together. They had disagreements. Ron left because he felt jealous of Harry and Hermione, because they do spend an awful lot of time together. And so I just thought it was interesting. I thought it was interesting how he was very, yeah, and I just, it kind of broke my heart in the first part of the last movie where Hermione is at home and she casts a spell on her parents to make them forget she was ever a part of their family. And it's sad because it's like no. And hopefully she also casts a protection spell on the house too, and on their personal beings, so that Voldemort couldn't get a hold of them. But yeah, I just thought they handled the gravity of the situation pretty well. And I also have to say, the other part that really got me was when Dobby died. And it was just like, no, poor brave little house elf just wanted to be free. So anyway, I'm gonna get myself all teary and ruin my makeup if I keep talking like this. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you what my plans were, planning on going this today. Like I said, didn't really have a whole lot of time, nor did I really want to spend a lot of money on a costume or anything. It would have been nice if I could have found like an actual badge of Ravenclaw, but I mean, I looked at a lot of websites and stuff, a lot of Halloween websites. I looked at Nobby's and Party and they didn't really have anything as far as like Ravenclaw. Now, there were a couple of them that they had like the whole outfit, like the robe and everything. And it's just like, why spend that much money on something when I have something that's very similar? It's just not quite as long, but that'll work. That way I won't be tripping over it all day long. So anyway, I worked my usual shift today. I work 12:30 to 9. And yeah, I'll let you guys know. Hopefully tomorrow, I'll let you guys know how it went. And everything went well. Oh yes, so I can't remember if I showed you guys this or not. Hold on. So I finally got a package in the mail from Wixie sent me. And sent me Cadbury Dairy Milk Whole Nuts. Quite delicious. He sent me 2 of those. I don't know if you guys can see this that well, but Jelly Babies, which well, number one, it's a Doctor Who thing, because one of the more classic doctors had fondness for Jelly Babies, and I'd had one once before. I remember one of my customers, when I worked at Best Buy one year around the holidays, he had a bag and he was like, "Do you want to try one?" And I said, "Sure." And I tried one, and they were really good and stuff, and so that was one of the things I actually asked Keith, if he could get me at some point. And so got me a bag of Jelly Babies, and I ate the other one already, but it's one of those, around the Christmas time, you get the chocolate oranges. Well, he sent me one of those from England and stuff, and so I finished that one off already. That one was quite delicious. And I've already got more than half of one of the giant Cadbury bars gone. So, trying to make them last as long as I can, but at the same time, it's like, candy chocolate. But yeah, so that was a lot of fun. I got that in the mail Wednesday night. We, for my birthday, Mom and Dad and I went out to eat, and, so on the way, we stopped off at the mailbox because we hadn't gotten the mail yet, and I got my package. And what was really funny is that Keith had gotten the package that I'd sent him, and he'd opened that up while we were on Skype together that morning. Or morning for me, afternoon, evening for him. And so I thought that was kind of funny because I was like, okay, that's kind of like planned perfectly, you know. And so I opened all that up and it was a lot of fun. So, yeah, so that's it. So I'm trying to decide if I want to take some of the Jelly Babies with me. Because I know they're not typical Harry Potter stuff, but I also know they're very British. So I might take some of them with me just to kind of have a little fun. Anyway, so that's pretty much all I've got for you guys today. I'll get this uploaded. Might not go up until later on tonight because it's 10:39 and I have to finish getting ready and I have to make sure I eat lunch and all that. So, but anyway, I will be uploading this at some point, and then, like I said, tomorrow I have the day off again, so we'll have to see what happens there, if I'm able to record anything. But yeah, so happy Halloween, guys. I hope wherever you guys are doing, you stay safe and you have a lot of fun, and I will talk to you later.